Hey guys, insightful info here, and in this video we're going to go over how you can bridge funds from ETH mainnet over to Arbitrum so you can get ready for the Odyssey event, potentially get the airdrop if there is one, and also how to bridge to basically any EVM compatible chain via Metamask from ETH mainnets, and that includes Binance Smart Chain, AVAX, Polygon, Phantom, Harmony, and a few others. So this is a basic like DeFi skill you need to learn how to use these different bridges to essentially move funds between different ecosystems or chains if you want to interact with different protocols or plays on there. So you can use the official Arbitrum bridge, but the three main big ones that seem to be really common and that people like is the Hop protocol, or Hop Exchange, Synapse Protocol, and Connect. So we'll go over each of them. They all basically function the same way. The only difference is there might be some limitations on what chains you can go between and like what you can move over essentially. Like for example, on Hop Protocol, you can't move over any of these more niche chains down here. Just to go over again, the three sites are app.hop.exchange, synapseprotocol.com, and bridge.connect.network. Spelt like that. You can search for these names in the Twitter to find the official links to make sure you're on the right site. All right, so bridging funds. So more than likely when you withdrew your money from Coinbase or whatever exchange you use, or you bought directly within MetaMask, you probably have money or ETH directly on ETH mainnet. So this is what's going to be in the first slot here. And then just for the other slot, you're essentially just going to pick the chain you want to bridge to. So then in this case, it's going to be Arbitrum. Let's say we want to bridge 0.05. Also important to make sure the actual wallet is connected right. Like if you check here, this wallet actually isn't this wallet because I previously signed in with this wallet and I actually haven't connected onto the site with this wallet right now. So we're going to do that now. So you can make sure that's connected, and then that will show up here, and then your proper balance will show here actually. So just something to take note, because that's something you can get tripped up on. So you can basically compare the different rates of the fees between the bridges and see which one's better. Generally, it should be like $5 to $7 or less max you should be paying for fees, really, to be honest. And this I think they base the fee basically on what the gas price is at the time as well, but some exchanges are higher than others. So we can see Connects, it's 0.004, which is almost $7. For Synapse, it's 0.005. And then for Hop, somehow it's 0. I don't know how they do that, but that's interesting. It seems like the best option here is to just send ETH via Hop protocol just because there's no fees. I'd recommend bridging over ETH because that's the gas you're going to need on Arbitrum to be able to do any type of transaction. So if you do want to send like stable coins, just convert that to ETH and then immediately convert it back to stable coins once you bridge if you don't want to deal with the potential volatility of ETH. If you are trying to bridge a stablecoin because it's an ERC20, you're going to have to give the bridge approval for it to move access to your tokens. Approvals are extremely important to understand. I'm going to do a completely separate video about that. If you want to watch that video, I might put a little banner thing up here right now for you to watch that when I make that video. But essentially by default, it's going to use a really large amount for convenience. So you don't have to repay a transaction fee for an approval later. But ideally for safety reasons, in case there's an exploit on the smart contract for this bridge, you want to personally limit to the max amount you're willing to give this bridge approval for your funds. So like in this case, I only have 35 cents to just get this approval prompt to show you what this is. But let's say I was moving $100, I would only give approval for 100 or 150 in case I need to move a bit more down the line instead of unlimited by default, or it being 10,000, right? So important to understand what approvals are and what you're giving permission to for your tokens, understanding token approvals and set approval for alls, which we'll cover in the other video anyway. So anyway, back to the sending ETH on Arbitrum. So you're just going to basically do the prompt. In this case, it's going to cost about $2 to send. That's because GUI is really low. This extension is called DeFi Gas Saver if you're interested. So that's pretty cheap. You could edit that to something lower if you don't want to wait. You might end up waiting a long time if that doesn't go through and you want. So I'm not going to send it because I already have funds on there, but basically when that transaction goes through, then you got to wait another 10 minutes or so. So don't panic if it doesn't happen right away. Hop might show a progress bar if you stay on the page, but you just got to wait basically. And then you go back into your MetaMask and then you're going to basically change your network to Arbitrum here, and you should see funds on Arbitrum once you do that. And if you don't know how to add the Arbitrum network, that's like an easy Google way, or you can go on Chainlist, add it that way quickly. All right, so that's it. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. I was able to keep you here long enough. Like this video if it helped you and you want to like bookmark it for later or save it. Comment what else you want to learn down below and I'll see if I can cover that as well. I hope this info is insightful to you and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.